be with you evermore and shut out the world that's so scarred and torn. These are the words I long to hear every time you're holding me near. I ask about the way you feel. You say you have no words to make it real. Oh, use my love song, use my love song to tell me the words I've longed to hear all along. Oh, use my love song, use my love song. Da, 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 da. There is nobody else for my life, so willing to get off the shelf. Oh, there's nobody else with whom I'm so willing to share myself. Use my love song, use my love song to tell me the words I've longed to hear all along. Oh, use my love song, use my love song. Na, 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 use. Tell me the words I've longed to hear all along. Oh, use my love song, use my love song to tell me the words I've longed to hear all along. Oh, use my love song, use my love song, use my love song, use my love song.
Beautiful performance there
Wow.
by
Wow.
Gemma and the band. Awesome performance. Awesome. What a great way to start your Friday. Yes.
Friday.
It's Friday, people.
Yeah, it is Friday.
It's not Friday, it's Friday because
Absolutely.
it is officially the start of the weekend. And what a perfect way to start the weekend. I would say beautiful rendition there by Gemma. Such a sonorous voice.
Yes, it is like the voice of the birds, the early morning birds.
nightingale.
No, the early morning birds on
Those
your
ones
way
that
to the
we-
stream. You know, those days in the. Okay, talking about like outside Nigeria. I'm talking about the village, like.
You know, people who were brought up in the village. But anyways, welcome back welcome once again to Wake Up Nigeria show. And today is the day that we've all been waiting for. Time to dance into the weekend
Ready to
and
dance.
groove and smooth and move your body. And of course, we're starting the weekend putting a smile on your face and a bounce on your step. It's the Wake Up Nigeria once more, and it's your one-stop shop for everything that makes your morning magical.
Why do you make it sound like the Disney, magical? All right, guys. Now, this week might have thrown you guys some curveballs, but don't worry. We are here to knock off all those worries out of the park. Now, today is all about FFF, fun, flavor, and feeling fabulous. So welcome to the show that wakes you up with a purpose and with the right groove. And when it comes to groove, you guys know how much I love to bring the groove on, right? Exactly. So I'm gonna show you guys some new dance moves. I call this one the sideways. This is sideways. You know what sideways like? Okay.
You should allow people like Flavor to have this sort of dance move. So when you have this idea, you sell it to Flavor because he's got the waist.
You will never support me. That's the problem. You will never be on my side, MM. You are never on my side. All
And
right.
of course, we have our chef who's standing by. Hello, chef.
Chef,
Chef
everyone.
Ope, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
All right. You can see that she's ready. She's ready to set that kitchen on, well, I'm not going to say on fire, but well, she's ready to bring the heat, literally. So whether you're getting the kids ready or prepping them for a big day or prepping them for a big day at work, or you're just chilling at home in your PJs, we've got you covered this morning. So from music to motivation, fitness, fashion, and everything in between, we are turning the volume up.
Yes, turn up the volume, turn up the vibes. You have Edgar here, and I can tell you for a fact that today is going to be a feel-good Friday. Now, we're loading the studio with laughter, good food, okay, right? Okay, we have good food, right?
Yes, please, we
Awesome,
do.
awesome. Beautiful games as well, beautiful guests. We have a lot in store for you guys. The weekend just starts right now, all right? It starts here with us.
It definitely
Make sure you guys are ready,
does.
because I am ready. I'm super pumped.
Right. My name is Emil Kocher.
And my name is Edgar Ariaka. Now, I am your favorite Friday guy. Now, some people call me the Duke of Liverpool, which I respect. I take I give full respect for that one. And some people also call me the King of Lamba. Now, those people later get arrested because we're working on
We are
it.
not interested in those introductions. I think
Wow.
just your name is okay. We would like to remind you guys to please join us live on tvcentertainment.tv on our website. We are also on Facebook at TVC Entertainment. You can also catch us live on GOTV channel 16 and UHF 49. If you want to give Edgar more names, if you think that, you know, the names that he has right now isn't enough and you'd like to add more, use the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC to send in those options or ideas, name ideas.
Yeah. Give me a name. What do you think? You're going to give me a name. What do you give me?
Well, right now I can't think about that. So let's get right into what we have on the show today. Are you ready, people?
Yes, we're ready.
Let's roll. So first off, of course, we have taking us on an amazing culinary experience. We have Chef Okwe, right? And she's going to be, you know, putting our kitchen in a buttery seasoned buzz with pine pedu. It's known as a French toast. Well, she's going to tell us more about that recipe later on.
All right, now caressing our ears and soul with the amazing music is Gemma Ophili and the Gemzo Band. Gemzo. Yes, Gemzo.
Buckle up, people, as we take you on a little trip to the latest and exciting movies on movie trailers. We'll be checking out a few movies that got our attention, and that looks quite fascinating.
Yes, can't wait for that one. All right, now lace up your boots for the latest scores in games, changing plays on Beautiful Games. I cannot wait for this one, and Mike is going to be joining us for this one as well. Beautiful Games, ha ha ha. I know what Mike is going to say. I know they are coming for me. I know. All right, now injecting a colorful dose.
Injecting a colorful dose of cultural fashion into a day is Lai Labode. He's a renowned fashion icon and convener.
Good morning and welcome to the news. It's a Friday and of course a fun day. My name is Mike Messikeno. Robert Prevost has been elected new Pope, who will be known as Pope Leo the 14th, pardon me, the first American pontiff to be elected leader of a Catholic Church. Robert Prevost, who is 69 years old, was greeted with huge cheers from thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square. May peace be with all of you, he said from the Vatican balcony. United States President Donald Trump has congratulated the new Pope, the first American pontiff ever, describing it as an honor for the country. The U.S. President said on his social media platform, "Truth Social is such an honor to realize that he is the first American Pope. What excitement and what a great honor for our country. I look forward to meeting Pope Leo the 14th. It will be a very meaningful moment." Now, President Bola Tinubu has offered his congratulations to His Holiness Leo the 14th on his election as the Bishop of Rome and the new leader of the Roman Catholic Church. The President felicitates with the conclave for electing American Cardinal Robert Prevost as the 267th Bishop of Rome. President Tinubu rejoiced with the leadership of and congregants of the Catholic Church in Nigeria on the historic election of a new pontiff. He said the message of faith and hope already resonates across the globe with the reassurance from the scriptures of a more peaceful world. The statement says that President Tinubu affirms the valued relations shared between Nigeria and the Holy See over many years, while acknowledging the rewarding partnership with the Catholic Church in peace building, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and more recently, the promotion of technology in advancing human capacity. And that's it on the news for today. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We're just getting the show on the road.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas. It shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
My people, I greet you plenty.
My name is Nachika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name is Damilola Banire. My name is Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen.
And this na Abigail.
And I dare on top your view pigeon.
I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say now my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see him again. If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as it be.
Men no dey ever get force
If baby not there for her,
na woman.
na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk true inside. But for this country, we know say if we open curtain in the morning, wetin no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
Nuka, we no even take responsibility for the children. Please the man.
And that's some period.
Abnifebi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
TVC Communication
today, and I'm seeing quite a lot of delicious flavors here. It's going to be quite an wholesome marriage and experience this morning because I'm seeing cinnamon, I see bacon. You know what? Let's run through the recipe, the ingredients for our recipe this morning.
Okay, so we have here sourdough. Let's first start with French toast. French toast is known to be like a sweet dish,
right?
But every chef has a way of making it, whether sweet, whether savory, whether in between sweet and savory. So today we're going to be having both sweet and savory. That is why the choice of bread today is sourdough.
Sourdough. What makes this different from our regular bread?
So it's used. This does not use yeast at all.
Okay.
So you ferment it, and it takes like 7 days before it's ready to use, before you bake it. So it has this sour note to it. The closest to this that we have,
the wheat bread,
is I don't know. I know Indomie generation might not know, but there's this bread called Senegal bread.
Oh, that dry bread.
Exactly. So that's the closest to the sourdough. So the reason is because
I didn't like that bread at all.
You're going to like it today because that's why I'm using it for something sweet and savory. Because the notes are not particularly sweet, so we have to infuse a lot of things in it.
Okay, so the guest is bringing that savory.
The savory and the sour
note. The sour note.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So please go ahead.
Not a problem. So we have our bread.
Okay.
We are using sourdough, like I said, but you can opt for baguette. It's very close. It's just baguette uses yeast. This doesn't. You can, but you can. It's better to use wheat bread because then again we're trying to make it savory, not too sweet. In between sweet and savory. Yes, please. So we have here our sourdough. We're going to soak it in something called creme anglaise. English cream.
What's the creme anglaise?
English cream. It is the base for most ice cream you are having. That's the base for it. So it's like custard, a very light custard, not the custard we know. I'm talking French custard that you make yourself from the scratch. So you are going to, we're going to plaster our sauce. Now this is zobo berry sauce.
Okay, so talk to us about that invention. Because
so zobo berry sauce, I don't know if don't worry, you'll have a taste later.
I can't wait.
So you would reduce your zobo. You can just buy a store-bought zobo, or if you prefer, you can make your zobo. The idea is to reduce it, make it very, very low. On a very low heat. Then you infuse your berries.
You have to cook it for a really long time till most of the water has been, taken out of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Then you infuse your berries in it.
Okay, what kind of berries? Strawberries? Blueberries?
For this, we used strawberries and blueberries, actually. So you cook it for a long period of time on very low heat.
In the zobo.
That way, everything marries together. And you had some form of acidity, so it's not too sweet.
Like
that's lemon. Yes, we have lemon here. So that's about it.
No
and you
sugar?
have You do use sugar.
Okay.
That's why I said store-bought zobo. With store-bought zobo, it's already sweet, so you don't need any extra sweetness. You just cook it down, and you're good to go.
So it's a combination of sweets and sour.
Exactly.
Because blueberries are not exactly sweet, but they're very sour.
They aren't actually.
Yeah.
They aren't. So then we plaster it together. That's why I cut it into very thin loaves.
Okay.
We'll plaster it together. We put it together, soak it in our French cream, the creme anglaise that I mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Then we toast it.
Okay.
After toasting it, we then make our scrambled eggs. That's why we have eggs over here.
Okay.
Now, this is not the conventional Nigerian scrambled eggs.
Okay.
We had milk into this. We had milk. That's why it has this luscious feel. Then we have bacon, which we would slow cook.
Okay.
So it's crispy.
Okay.
And then we just melt everything together.
Now, I see cinnamon in our milk over here.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Okay, the best and fastest thing to do is just to add cinnamon, your powdered cinnamon into this. But I can be extra. So I use the cinnamon stick. This has been in it since last night, so it's sort of infusing in it.
So it's going to, soak in all that flavor from the cinnamon by leaving it overnight before you use them.
So that's what's going now, French cream.
All right, fantastic. I mean, I can't wait for you to begin because it's a lot of work.
It is.
It is a lot of work. I can't wait to also taste the zobo berry sauce. I think I'm very fascinated about the creme glaze.
Creme anglaise.
Creme anglaise.
Yes, please.
Right. I would like you to even talk to us about, how to make it.
Okay, that's right.
So that because not everyone knows how to make it. I don't know how to make it. So kindly let us know how you're making our creme anglaise. Guys, if you're just joining us, with me in the kitchen is Chef Okpe. And this morning, she's making her own signature style French toast. Trust me, there's a lot of love going into this recipe. And you know why? I'm going to tell you why I said there's a lot of love going into this morning's recipe, guys. Because, it's a combination of sweet, savory, and sour. And there's a lot of exoticness going into this recipe. It's too much for me. Even I cannot contain myself because I can't wait. But we're going to begin. What are we starting with?
Okay, so we'll be starting with the creme anglaise. We would get our, although I would love to do this off the camera because it can be a little bit messy.
Okay.
We need egg yolks, about 6 egg yolks.
Okay.
We will tamper it with some sugar and just whisk it a little bit.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we'll warm up some milk just to simmer. It shouldn't boil because if it boils, it curdles together and then it gives it this not pleasant.
It feels like we're about to have a science experiment here, but this time it's food that we're going to be experimenting with. I can't wait to see how this all comes together. Oh wow, Chef Okpe is getting things prepped up right here in the kitchen, guys. We have Gemma and the Gemzo band. We can't get enough of these guys. Take it away, Gemma.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Unforgettable in every way, and forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Do you think you can outplay me in this game of wits and knowledge? Can you go 7 rounds without flinching? I meant answering 7 questions correctly. How well can you hold your liquor? If you're curious, then join us for the most exciting conversation and games with your favorite celebrities on 7 of 7.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars,
So let me go and look for my jam results. So
My 280 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
That's all we can take.
I choose
Ejeki, close the show, you Fadala.
That was an unforgettable performance by Gemma there. Wonderful. We have some unforgettable things to talk about this morning. I don't know why it gets bend his head and anything like this. Okay? You come back to go back. You see, when you watch, normally you come here, you expect that we are doing trailer watch. And for trailer watch, this we have a season, we have a series. Now the thing about series is that you're always watching for next season. Now,
why do I know where you are going? Why you have to drag me?
I want you to know you have sense now. So Edgar did all he could to dodge work yesterday, but he didn't dodge this week. So Mary took all, like Mary took everything on her, but Edgar is back today.
Yeah.
Edgar, you're an Arsenal fan?
I used to be an Arsenal fan long time ago. I used to support Arsenal way back when I was like little.
You are Judas Iscariot.
No, now I support Brighton.
No, sorry, you're Peter.
I support Brighton now. Brighton is my club.
Is your club, eh?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Mike. How many Nigerians are fans of Brighton?
You mind this Lamba Lord?
I'm supporting Brighton since I was 16. What are you talking about?
I said you are 16.
Yes.
It's 16 true. Where?
It's true. You want to insult me about Brighton? Go ahead. Say anything you want to say.
Okay.
Well, that's my club.
No, I'm not very sorry. Okpe is here, of course. How are you doing, Okpe? Do you know Chef E?
You know Chef E.
You know him?
You know him?
You actually know him?
Yes, I do.
Where? Please tell us. How do you know him? How and where do you know him, please?
It was my classmate in Unilag.
What course did you study?
Okay, I think I have to tweak that a bit.
What course?
Can we move on? Wait, hold on.
We took few courses together.
We're not moving on. This was about.
We don't really need to do all that. Do you know me?
I know,
I know
right?
you. Let's
go.
Moving on.
Tobias, are you Arsenal and moves on to next? Which course did you study, please, Okpe?
International relations.
International relations. And what are you doing in Nigeria here?
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right.
So, Edgar.
Yes.
Did you know Okpe in school?
Of course. Now, I mean, I know. I need.
There has to be something to this. We will get to the root of this.
Oh my God!
Please. We have to get to the root of this.
Edgar, you're stuttering.
You're stuttering.
Why are you stuttering?
I'm not feeling
Tell us.
I'm not feeling fine. My neck. I'm not feeling too
good. Did you press this neck when you were because this neck looks like something that the presses is.
So we have sugar.
Yes, sugar. What else do you have? What else do you have on the table?
Butter.
Awesome. You also have bread. Yes.
I even need this.
Are you done?
Sorry?
Who sent this guy to us?
Olamide sent me to you.
Oh my God, you see now.
So actually, there might be, maybe they'll talk about it later. There might be some history.
What? Actually,
these two are just blushing anyhow.
Ew.
Edgar is stuttering. I've never seen Edgar. Edgar is the most confident person I know.
I'm not feeling fine. Okay. I have malaria.
We'll explore that later. Thank you. Okay, it's great to have you. You're giving us some wonderful job on the show today.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, we do have a new pope. Yeah.
Yes,
that's what yesterday was all about. Now,
the first American to fill this
exactly.
role.
That's a big thing about yesterday. That's why a number of people have a lot of they are undecided about how to feel. It's the first American. Now, one of the reasons why there's politics involved in this thing. Let's not tell because you are voting. What is a vote? It's politics now, right? So, but there's that thing about being a world power normally when it comes to other things, and then now being a religious world power. Yeah. It's almost like there's so much that it can accrue to America. But I dare say that it is what it is. There was the Italian cardinal, what's his name now? It'll come to me now, Petrolini or something, who of course was Secretary of State. He was number 2. But after some things that had happened and all of that, especially his homily. Now he read the homily during the last Pope's burial, and then at the funeral, and then a lot of people were not convinced by him because maybe that was like his audition. Okay, this is your chance, take it. But it was said that before Pope Francis passed, he had done all he could to reduce his powers. He was his number 2. But he didn't support him.
So at the end of
the last few months, he had tried to push him away because he didn't want him to succeed him. And this is so this is just something to say about, hey, come on. An American Pope, yeah?
Yeah, I watched the video yesterday when he was introduced. And, you know, it was really emotional because I could just see his face and he was just taking it in. And I'm sure with everyone applauding and all, what he was probably thinking was, oh, the responsibility of being the Pope. And that's a lot of work. It's huge.
Yeah,
it's
so he's
huge.
the 267th occupant, you know, of the throne of St. Peter. And, of course, well, it's funny how they give them other names other than their names, because he's known as Robert Francis Prevost, but you know he's known as Pope Leo.
So you always have to choose. So what happens is that by tradition you have to choose the name of a saint, right? A saint, and so that means he's the 14th person to choose Leo.
Wow!
So it's just like that, it's the first Leo in over 100 years. So here, Pope John Paul was the second, you know. That was Karol Wojtyla, that was his name, but this is Robert Francis Prevost, and then he chooses Leo and all of that. So
you know, there's been a lot of speculations as to, you know, if he's still going to carry on with the Pope Francis's agenda,
So it is
or
said
if
that
he's going to come up with his own agenda.
So the thing about
there's also, sorry, Mike, there's also been conversations around, you know, how political that office is and how its significance when it comes to world peace, especially with the war in Gaza and Ukraine and Russia as well, and how much influence that body is meant to have, in bringing peace, in that regard. I mean, there's been conversations that they feel like Pope Francis didn't do much, in Eastern
as much as you'd have expected when it comes to world peace,
in that regard. So, well.
But the thing, like you had mentioned, I mean, you are the leader of 1.4 billion people. That's almost 20% of the world, if not even, you're looking at 8 billion and all of that. That's about 20% of the world. So, I mean, that person definitely has, there's a lot of influence, that position carries. Now, being an American, I mean, Donald trump immediately just came up against incidentally, Donald Trump had said that he had a big announcement to do. And some people were like, a new pope is coming. Donald Trump wants to take the attention. But then he goes up, I heard he's American. That's a great thing. Say, are you going to meet him? Say, yes, they've already contacted me. You know how charismatic Donald Trump can be
about himself.
But it is a thing of great joy for Catholics, for Christians around the world. And talking about the legacy, yes, he was the head of a college of bishops, so that means that the Pope had to rely on his advice to, to ordain bishops. And all of that. So that is in the power play in the Vatican, that is a very, very powerful position. So, and then he was a very strong proponent or follower of Pope Francis, so it is expected. So now the issue is he still going to be a woke pope, as a number of people would want to say, and all of that, because Francis was disruptive in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. I remember the first time when I ever spoke about it, and that was when he apologized for pushing off a woman's hand. And I said that was a big thing. Do you know why it was a big thing? Look, based on the dogma and the tenets of the Catholic Church, the Pope is infallible. Papal infallibility means that he cannot be wrong.
Yes. Just like
do you understand? So that means that, exactly. But then he went as far and said, and apologized. That was a big thing for me, and I really respected him for that. Yes, some of might not have liked the things he did, especially when he approved blessings for, for same-sex couples, as it were, but hey.
I mean, as much as it is political, though, it'll always be, spiritual as well. And it was, of course, indeed, a spiritual affair with what happened yesterday, and then they had to wait for the white smoke to come out, and then you can see people cheering, everybody's happy, some were tearing, some were just clapping there, and for me, it's always just going to be a matter of time. You just have to wait and just witness. The blessings and the curses that comes with this person as well.
It is. I like that. I like the way you mentioned the blessings, because it's someone put up a post and said it's a heavy responsibility.
It is.
Because it's not just about a number of them take oaths. I mean, Pope Francis before they used to live in a two-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
Even this is someone that the amount of the wealth that he can, if he wants to live in opulence, they could.
Yeah, but that they are not entitled to all of the affluence that these
get,
gives
yeah.
them. I hear that they only entitled to $100.
Oh yeah, you know, that's one is
$100.
It's just like when a CEO is taking, you know, if you see some CEOs who take $1 salary. Yes, that is what they'll give him as money.
Give them
But
as money.
what he can, what he can control.
That's why I said entitled, you know, in terms of affluence, entitled to everything, but none of them, none of those properties are theirs.
Yes, exactly.
You know, but it, like I said, congratulations, you know, to Pope Leo and the Catholic Church and Christians all around the world. This is something that we have been waiting for, and it's finally here. And well,
yeah, Okwe is already buttering the bread. And Edgar started blushing again as I come.
But that's smiling since now. Why is it I'm blushing like it's just now we mentioned Okwe's name? I've been smiling since.
and he's unusually calm.
Yeah,
this one, there's a sign, you know, his guy is
I said I'm not feeling fine now.
You're not feeling well.
These people tell us something before this show ends. If not, this show is not gonna end today. We'll take a time and I'll stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria featuring Edgar and Okwe.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Welcome to Pure Entertainment. What would you like to order from our menu today? We have the regulars.
So let me go and look for my jam results.
My 20 was 320. I suppose don't be one medical.
At this point, I contest my jam results.
I want to close the show.
I can go. I can.
That's all we can take. I choose to close the show here for that long.
Ladies and gentlemen, #1 Unavailable by Davido featuring Musa Keys.
We also have today's chef special.
Yo, shine, 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 shiny, yeah. Say recap done, and it's time for #1 on the countdown. One of Nigeria's hottest artists right now, his name is Rema, and this one is called Charm. Kick it.
For dessert and a bit of nightcap, we have the nighttime and online specials.
I want to start the gym, yeah? But do you know one thing that's actually keeping me back? You should start the gym, though. You're getting fat. Cricket.
She says she does pole dancing to empower women.
What's the difference? There's a difference.
That's what I'm saying.
So pole dancer, you're already almost naked. You're already almost naked.
No, it's the empowerment for me.
Sex can make your relationship better.
No.
Sex can never be overrated.
It is needed.
Especially when it's good sex too. Almost every guy has been with somebody's girlfriend.
But they are for all of us now.
That's why you're still single.
I would not agree or disagree with that because I don't want to get into trouble. I have a home to go to.
Your next question.
Oh, you ready to fail?
Who is the better? You scissors. What is his name?
That woman.
Bam! Bam!
Yeah, today we'll go here.
Hey.
Let's catch up now.
I'm sure we've been able to satisfy your cravings, yeah? Stay good. Entertainment for Pure Entertainment.
Now you can catch up with your favorite programs on TVC. Log on to www.youtube.com/TVC Entertainment. Join the fun.
Get ready to step into the heartbeat of your city like never before. Welcome to Events Diary, where every moment is a celebration. From the electric energy of Owambe extravaganza, to the richness of our culture, to the sophistication of corporate gatherings, Events Diary is your VIP pass to the hottest gatherings in Nigeria. And guess what? I'll be your guide, your style icon. Each week, join me as I transform from traditional chic to corporate sleek. Whether it's a birthday bash or a high-profile gala, you won't just see it. You'll feel like you're right there with me. Aww. From meetings to evening soirees, I'll be there. Or to the trendiest street festivals or to music concerts, Events Diary has something for everyone. So join me as we explore the vibrant tapestry of Nigerian scene, one event at a time.
Brand new studio, brand new set, a new face, but still your favorite breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
It's a fresh new energy, new vibe. You smell that?
Now that's the smell of tasty, tantalizing food from our various chefs.
And when it comes to sports updates with insightful analysis, the place you want to be is Wake Up Nigeria.
That's right. Every second there's a fresh occurrence, and every minute there's a story to tell. Keep abreast of happening locally and internationally via the news updates of Wake Up Nigeria.
It's light camera fashion, where we cut, slay, and sachet and keep you updated with all the latest fashion trends.
Level up your morning.
Watch Wake Up Nigeria, where every morning begins with a spark.
Hey, my people, I greet you plenty.
My name na Chika Okeke.
My name na Uwi Balogun.
My name na Damilola Banire.
My name na Moyo Faraway Ahmed. If you also call me Moyo, listen. And this na Abigail. And I dare on top of your view pigeon. I'm going to bring you bass, boost.
I don't get person will be single mother before. He carry another man show say na my husband be this.
This na wetin you want.
After that day, the man
no go see am again.
If you snooze, you lose. If you miss this show, you miss out. On top this our show, I not dey gree for anybody.
When you dey find the husband, you not see sign say the guy smart, you don't vex, don't give signs.
If they look for person, we will give them to you. Fact as it be. Men no they ever get fault. If baby not there for her, na the woman.
Talk no dey be person, you make person no fit talk through inside. But for this country, we not say if we open court in the morning, waiting no good, no good.
Me and my sisters, hey, we go tanda gidigba for inside studio to give una all the latest information.
We not even take responsibility for the children. Leave the man.
And that's some period.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barka mu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Extremely disappointing performance from Athletic Bilbao just yesterday in the UEFA Europa League. Well, I expected more from them, but 7-1, that's how it ends on aggregate. Good morning and welcome to the beautiful game. Edgar, of course, is here with me. Edgar, are you still feeling the blues? How was the party after Thomas had come back? Or how did it go? How did you feel? Just let's get your feelings, first before we get into Man U. How was it after Arsenal?
I am disappointed. I wouldn't lie. I am totally disappointed with the game. This is one game that after we had cooked Barcelona for losing the night before, you could tell that everyone was here. So I was hoping that, Arsenal would perform and do things. But then again, because of our lack of a good striker,
okay. Well, let's focus on
next season.
Come on, what? I'll be here next season. Since when? 20 what? Now? 19?
The next season is the final season.
Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about Manchester United, who, of course, defeated Athletic Bilbao 7-1 on aggregate. And for me personally, I was really disappointed. I expected to see Barcelona and Inter Milan gave me one of the best games of football ever I have seen. And for me, when I watch football, I want to see competition. I want to see two teams go at each other. I want to have fun. And I was expecting that from Bilbao, but they heavily disappointed. Manchester United beating them 3-0 and then coming here 4-1. This is at San Mamés. Athletic Bilbao are they are a juggernaut. It's hard to beat them at San Mamés. When Manchester United went to San Mamés 3-0, came back home to Old Trafford, even after they had scored first, and I was expecting that, okay, these guys are going to give us something to enjoy. I like Manchester United to score 4 goals. And look at that last Mason Mount goal. Look at what kind of keeper error is that. That keeper, something wrong with you? But as it happened, Manchester United, of course, are going to meet Tottenham Hotspur in the final of the Europa League. Now, this is where, in the EPL table, Man U and Tottenham are 15th and 16th. And Arsene Wenger mentioned that it is wrong, or it is not, it doesn't augur well that the 15th or 16th team will qualify to play in the Champions League. So he's saying that rule, when they put it, that the winner of Europa qualifies for the Champions League, should not hold. Now, Edgar, what do you think? I mean, think about it. You have 1st to 5th who will go automatically, and then you have 6th to all the way down to 14th, who are better on the table than Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur. All of them don't have a chance, but then Manchester United or Tottenham will be in the Champions League next season.
I just believe that there are rules, all right? And the rules are actually very simple. If you win a certain cup, you enter the next competition. So let's not, I know me as a Wenger is only saying that because it's Tottenham.
But that rule came as one time now.
Yeah.
The rule, it was just a few years back. Before then, it didn't used to happen. So what happened was that the Europa League teams didn't used to take it so serious. So they said, okay, let's put in this one as some sort of sweetener to make them start taking it serious. Yeah, so they started taking it serious. So it now happens that if a team performs so badly and focuses on a few matches, I mean, you understand, Manchester United are basically the only unbeaten team in European competition. But when you have to play, 7 matches over a 38-game season, so that's where that debate is going back and forth. But just before we continue on that, let's take a look at how Tottenham Hotspur were up against Bodo Glimt. Now, you see the interesting thing about Bodo Glimt? Bodo Glimt as a community, right? They don't reach 10,000.
Shame to go on the outside. Once he came inside and just stole half.
Win away from home. And let's, like we mentioned, so for the finals, it's going to be Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United. And Edgar, like we're talking here, I know it's a rule, and I'd mentioned that yes, it's a rule, but the rule was put in place at one time. But imagine, take a look at the table. And like we said, and like I'd mentioned earlier, you're taking a look at the table and then looking at it, I mean, all the way. You can see now, these are the top 5 who are guaranteed a spot in the Champions League. Chelsea, of course, still need to work on themselves. Arsenal, second place is not even sure for Arsenal again. No?
Absolutely. I think I said this like 2-3 weeks ago. It's not sure for them. They have to play Liverpool. They have to play Newcastle. And these are strong competitors. So
exactly. So for me, I think the way the season will end, Manchester City will come in second place. They're just 3 points behind Arsenal. There's 3 matches to play, 9 points to fight for. They're just 3 points behind Arsenal. Newcastle is going to play Chelsea. Chelsea will play Nottingham Forest. The final match day. Chelsea will play Nottingham Forest. Final match day. So my point is that I love that there's so much drama at the end of it. But that is not what I want to talk about now. Now, you see, if we go all down and we take a look at this, right? So look at it, all the way down. So you see, 1st to 5th, then you have 7th. If Aston Villa did not qualify, Bournemouth, Brentford, Brighton, Fulham, Crystal Palace, Wolverhampton, Everton, and then it gets down to these 2. See where they are. How? So I don't know if you get what Arsene Wenger was talking about. You're 15th and 16th on the table. Look at the points you even garnered in the whole season. 39. On a normal day, this is relegation standard. Look at the number of matches that you lose in a season. You've lost 16 matches. 16. This one, look at this. Tottenham is the most shameful. But now imagine they beat Manchester United now in the Europa League final now, and they lose 19 matches. And you're going to play Champions League.
Let's not forget that the reason why they are in this competition is not because of their present season, but the previous season. All right? Let's not forget that. So they performed well enough to be in the competition from the previous season. And then what they're happening or what they're doing this season, of course, they will not be in the competition the next season. All right? But I don't have a problem with the rule, Sha.
The origins of the Champions League, when it started, it only used to be for the champions, right, of the different leagues. So you had fewer teams because it was the champions. And then, because you wanted a wider tournament, you started going for the 2nd place, the 3rd place. So now, Tottenham Hotspur will stand. They say Champions League. What champion of what?
Europa now.
Of what?
Europa now.
Europa.
Are they not also champions?
It's supposed to be league. What in your league? Look at you, 16th place. Nah, for me, man, I'm serious. I'm just saying, and this is no, I have nothing against them, but I mean, this is quite very terrible for a team to remain in the 15th and the 16th position, and then they will qualify. Let's take a look at Chelsea. Of course, Chelsea were in the Conference League. That's that Conference League. You know that even competition big past that one. You understand? That one is just and they were up against. I think it was Hugh Garden. Yeah, was it? Yeah. They played Noah, Isaac, Abraham, Jacob. Now they're going to Garden of Eden. Look at kind of names they are playing in competition. You know, all these Chelsea fans. You see, very noisemakers. Them are all the noisemakers. They will make it. But now they're going to play against Betis. Betis, of course, had a very interesting match against Fiorentina. And for me, for the finals, I would go for Betis. I think they would whoop Chelsea in that particular final. But hey, come on, that's all that we can take on the beautiful game. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. The second lap of the show is coming right up.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barka Mudawar Haka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government that will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
Welcome back, beautiful, beautiful people. It's still your favorite morning show. It is Wake Up Nigeria. And we are officially cruising into the second hour of good vibes and even better content.
Yes, we are, from the kitchen to the couch, from the arts to the latest fashion trends to sport updates.
Yes, sport updates.
Thank you, Mike, and you for giving us a lowdown on what to expect this weekend.
Ooh.
This Friday morning has been nothing short of fabulousness. And of course, we've still got loads of exciting moments coming your way. Chef Okpe is also, putting together some experiments.
Yes.
There's so much going on in that kitchen. To be honest, I'm in awe. So I'm in between being in awe and confused because just so much, but
Ooh.
I can't wait. And it's been a while. Some recipe sort of got me in that state, but Mike is standing by right now. With
Wonderful.
Chef
We
Okpe.
already have Okpe she has rendered the bacon. I just learned that now. You see when you render it, you take off the fat, right?
Rendered?
Wonderful. And then we have, this is a
Zobo.
Now I saw, there's a stick I saw inside there. That's the milk, right?
That's the milk, and that's thick is the cinnamon.
So it gives you that aroma. I don't know if the aroma here. I wish you could perceive what Chef Okpa is putting together. But yeah, this is it. Exactly. This is it. It smells lovely. It smells
our
lovely.
creme anglais ready, Okpa?
So we're making the creme anglaise now.
Okay.
I was telling her about
the cooking. I mean, I can't wait for it to, come together. I can't wait for it to be ready, and then we can have like a taste with it.
Hi, Okpa. Hi. All right.
So much happening there in the kitchen.
Yeah,
I can't wait to join her so that we can get like a full lowdown of how that recipe is being made. But hey guys, your Weekend Groove is planning a hangout. So some me time is very needed this weekend. What are you doing, guys, this weekend? Let us know. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And we're glad that we're already helping to set the tone for a perfect weekend. My name is Emil Kwacha.
And I am Edgar Erika. Now, you can join the family live on tvcentertainment.tv. And you can also catch us on GOTV channel 16, UHF 49. And we're everywhere on social media. You can follow us, TVC Entertainment _ on X, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We're everywhere.
Remember, guys, that we are just a click away. Download our app. Use the whether you're on the iOS or the Android store.
Google Play
right,
Store.
You can just find us right there. We're everywhere. Do not forget to use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC to interact with us. It's a Feel Good Friday, people.
Yes.
And we still have Gemma and the Gemzo band with us. Dropping those renditions every single moment.
Yes. All right, we cannot wait to discuss and talk about the latest movie trailers happening right now. I cannot wait to say this one. I can see that Squid Game, yes? Woo! Yes, cannot wait to discuss.
Part B?
Yes, there is season 3 of the Squid Game, the final season.
I did enjoy season 2.
I loved it. I think it was brilliant. I thought of different ways they could make that movie come out, and then I think they did the right thing. It's the right story as well.
Wow. I can't wait to, get into the movie segment so that I can really share my thoughts on the Squid Game season 2. But hey guys, would like to also hear yours. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know what you think about the movies which we'll be previewing later on. We'll take a quick break. Wake Up Nigeria continues in a bit.
We'll be right back.
It's the news once again on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Mike Messikeno. Robert Prevost was yesterday elected new pope and will be known as Pope Leo XIV, the first American pontiff to be elected leader of a Catholic church. The 69-year-old was greeted with huge cheers from thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square. I quote, "May peace be with all of you," end quote, were his first words from the Vatican balcony. Now, United States President Donald Trump congratulated the new pope, who is the first American pontiff, describing it as an honor for the country. The U.S. president, of course, apart from that, President Bola Tinubu also gave his own remarks there congratulating the Pope, and he said that the new leader of the Roman Catholic Church, the president, felicitated with the conclave for electing Robert Prevost as the 267th Bishop of Rome. The president also rejoiced with the leadership and the congregants of the Catholic Church in Nigeria on the historic election of a new pontiff. He said that the message of faith and hope already resonates across the globe with a reassurance from the scriptures of a more peaceful world. The statement said that the president affirms the values shared between Nigeria and the Holy See over many years working, while acknowledging the rewarding partnership with the Catholic Church in peace building, education, healthcare, infrastructure, and more recently, the promotion of technology in advancing human capacity. Now, the U.S. Federal Reserve has kept interest rates unchanged, brushing off President Donald Trump's demands to lower borrowing costs. The Reserve Bank kept its benchmark rate at 4.25%, where it has been since December, after cutting it 3 times in a row at the end of last year. Federal Chair Jerome Powell said the economy remains in relatively good shape for the moment, warning against higher inflation and rising unemployment.
My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite heightened uncertainty, the economy is still in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer-run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged. The risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation appear to have risen, and we believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments.
Manchester United are into the final of the Europa League as they defeated Athletic Club 4-1 to complete a 7-1 aggregate victory. A handsome win at Old Trafford. The result sets up an all-English final in Bilbao on May the 21st following Tottenham's win over Bodo Glimt in the other semi-final. A difficult season for both Premier League clubs will end with one of them securing a Champions League berth next season. Now, thanks to England's strong UEFA coefficient score this season, 5 teams will qualify for the Champions League through the Premier League finishing position. Right now, that's Liverpool, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle, and Chelsea. And that's it. That's the final there. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur at the Bilbao San Mamés Stadium in Spain. Now, moving on to local matters, Nigerian Football Federation has selected Remo Stars Stadium Ikenne and Mobolaji Johnson Arena Lagos as venues for the international friendly between the Super Falcons and the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. Both friendlies will hold on Friday, 30th May and Tuesday, 3rd June. Justin Madugu's side are gearing up for the Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The friendlies will serve as part of the team's preparation for the biennial competition. They are expected to play more friendlies before the start of the WAFCON finals, which will be hosted by Morocco. Nigeria will face Botswana, Tunisia, and Algeria in Group B. The Super Falcons were last in action against Le Bleu of France in December 2024. Now, of course, Nigeria's Flying Eagles have landed in Ismaila ahead of their quarterfinal match at the 2025 Under-20 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. The team's arrival was announced by the Nigerian Football Federation on Thursday. The coach Aliyu Zubairu-led side finished second in Group B after recording a win and 2 draws. Now, after opening their campaign with a 1-0 win against Tunisia, the Flying Eagles drew goalless and 2-2 with Morocco and Kenya. The Junior Atlas Lions of Morocco topped the group after amassing 7 points. Meanwhile, the semi-finalists at this year's Under-20 AFCON will qualify for the World Cup in Chile. And looking forward to the Flying Eagles, the under-20 doing quite well at that tournament and picking the ticket for the World Cup. Now that's it on Sports Update and the news for today. We'll take a recess. Stay with us. So we've got a little bit more to come. Jem has on standby. We've got trailers. And of course, we've got the kitchen. Don't go anywhere.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers.
Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move weigh in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And hey, you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
There's so much going on here in the kitchen. It's a wholesome experience. French toast, and we have our bread that's been soaked up in our
cream and glace.
Cream and glace. Now let's talk about this, fascinating recipe here, because I feel like it's a recipe on its own. Cream and glace. How do we make it? What was used in making it? Okay. And let's also talk about the other ingredients and where you're at right now. So.
Okay. So, I'm just going to start with the cream and glace.
Okay.
The first thing you need for your cream and glace is their egg yolks.
Okay.
So egg yolks sort of gives this luscious, luxurious feel to the cream. This is it here.
Okay.
We made it on set here.
Okay.
So you will have to first of all whisk some of your sugar. Everything has measurements. Okay. That's one thing about French cuisine. Okay. Everything is measured. You can't just mix and whip things together. The recipe you would use the amount of egg yolks the recipe calls for. Add some sugar and whisk it together. That gives you what they call sabayon, but let's not bore ourselves with that.
Okay.
You see that milk I was telling you about?
I told you guys that she was going to take us on a wholesome journey. So, I'm on this ride. Let's go.
So we get to the milk I was telling you about that we infused in cinnamon and vanilla. You just eat it up a bit to simmer.
So vanilla flavor with a bit of cinnamon in your egg yolk.
Yeah, you add the rest of the sugar to the milk, so that dissolves.
So this sugar, do you add water to it?
No.
Okay.
Just the milk,
Okay.
part of the sugar,
Okay.
the cinnamon, the vanilla, just allow it simmer a little bit.
Okay, and then?
And then tamper some. When I say tamper, what I mean is pour some of the milk into that egg yolk.
Okay.
That's so that the temperature, you know, our egg yolks, they are cold. The milk is warm.
Hot, warm, okay.
So if you just pour it inside, it gives you something like this.
Right.
You're just going to end up with scrambled eggs.
Okay.
Just get ready to eat
So
scrambled
you
eggs.
have to ensure that your milk is warm, cold.
The milk should be warm.
Should be warm.
The egg yolks are cold. Then you
okay.
tamper the milk. You pour some of the milk into the
egg
yolk.
and
Whisk
then-
it together before pouring all of the egg yolk and milk into it.
the pan.
Then just allow it simmer for a bit and you're good to go.
So what consistency should we be looking out for? This, right?
Yes, please. This is, so there are two types of cream. This is creme anglaise, the very light one.
Okay.
Then there's the creme patisserie, that's the custardy one.
Oh,
that's the one, that's thicker.
Okay.
This is just a very light
Can you also
creme.
use a thicker one for your French toast?
Well, if you're using it as a sauce, yes. But if you're using it to soak up the bread, I think you're good with creme anglaise.
Creme anglaise.
Yes,
okay. You see, we have just gone to school right here. Right here in this kitchen with Chef Okpa. She's quite a fantastic teacher. Wouldn't you say so? Well, I think so myself. Okay, so let's talk about the other ingredients for our French toast this morning. So now that we are done with our creme anglaise and we have our bread soaking in it, you did something with the bread. You want to talk to us about that?
Yes, please. So I sort of did a sandwich kind of thing, but it is sweet. When people hear sandwich, they think just, you know, chicken, sauce, and all of that, but you could sandwich something sweet.
Yeah.
So on one side of the bread, I put peanut butter.
Right.
Then the other side, we added the zobo berry sauce.
You know, it's actually giving PBJ.
PBJ, yeah.
Peanut butter
P&J,
jelly
yes,
sauce,
yes,
jam
yes,
sandwich.
Yes,
right.
exactly.
The only difference here is we're using our zobo cherry sauce instead of the jam. And then talking about jams, do they still sell?
They do.
Oh, I haven't seen one in a really long time. I've never been a fan of it, but then I haven't seen any. And isn't it interesting how we were introduced to it as kids, but now what is the spread that's very common with kids in these days?
I think peanut
butter, because my kids love peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
They love peanut butter. They can't go a day without having their bread and peanut butter. Okay, so then we already have our bacon, which has already been rendered.
So what I mean by rendering
I love
is just
terminologies that you use. Okay.
So what I mean by rendering is just so you take a cold pan, just put your bacon in it. I cut mine in bits.
There was no oil in it.
No, because it has a lot of fat. A lot of oil. And as a matter of fact, we have some of the oil in here. And I'm just going to, it's part of what I'm going to be using to toast our bread.
So now that we have soaked this bread, because it's been in this creme anglaise for quite a long time.
Yes,
when do we begin, you know, frying it up, or what's next?
We are doing that right away. So I just had to get the scrambled eggs out of the way.
Okay.
So that we can start.
I see that the eggs are not properly cooked.
Okay, so when I was talking earlier, I said we're not doing the conventional scrambled eggs.
Okay.
That's because for this recipe, we're using the normal eggs, and then we add milk to it.
Okay.
And whisk it together, then cook it slowly in butter. If you could see, I was taking it off the heat, back into the heat of the heat. That's because it's not supposed to curdle up so much.
It's not supposed to come
have
together.
this look.
Sort of creamy.
It's sort of creamy.
Still moist.
Yes,
okay.
So I
love it. So what are we doing now?
So we're going to the toast.
Okay. So time to, what do you call that? What you're about to do?
Okay, so I'm about to toast the bread.
Okay, toast the bread.
Yes.
So you can use a pan.
You can use a pan.
You can use a skillet.
Exactly.
Okay.
So our pan is hot enough. So that's why I'm taking it off the heat, because it is actually very hot.
All right.
And I might have to reduce this heat.
Is there a required number of time that your bread should be soaked in the creme anglaise?
Okay.
Or?
So I am using this sourdough, like I said. It takes time for the cream to go into it. If you're using normal slice, but you just dip it and then toast it. Dip and toast.
Okay.
But for this one, it's not going to work at all.
And you need all of that flavor to be infused properly into the bread.
Into it.
I see that. I see that. Great stuff happening here in the kitchen, people. You can tell that I'm in all right. Well, I think you should be as well. Well, Chef Okwe is taking us on an amazing culinary experience right here in the kitchen. She's making her own signature styled French toast. Right. It's got a lot of preparations, so it takes a lot of preparations to get this done. It's not your regular French toast. A lot of ingredients has gone into, and it's still going into this morning's recipe. So now that we have our oil already in a hot pan, and then we already have so we're making use of a sourdough. Sourdoughs are a different kind of bread. It's not your conventional kind of bread.
Yes,
it's very different.
It isn't.
It's very hard, but then again, you can also use your regular bread. That's the ones that we're very used to. Right.
Yes.
So we have our peanut butter spread on one side of the bread, and then we have our zobo cherry sauce on the other side of the bread. And if you're wondering how she made the zobo cherry sauce, you want to take us through that again? Just for those just joining in and are curious.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, you know what? You tell us about that recipe later on. But right now, we are already toasting our bread, and we're just going to wait for that to come together in a bit. So much happening here in the kitchen, and there's still so much more right here on the show. Gemma and the Gemzo Band are still here to take us on an amazing, sonorous rendition. Gemma, take it away.
Another check, another taste. Another rise, feel free to fly. Exotic taste, a brand new face. We've got to milk our senses dry. Go on, it's fun. The world ain't done. We're free no matter the cost. Nobody's gonna be cold. Everything we seek will come. Diamonds will find all lost while we're searching for stones. Coming back to find our gold. Love's gone. Love's gone, Baby, let's get high today. I'll fill up pleasure, heap those plates. Don't you worry, that's the way. Stuff will turn up, just you wait. Go on, it's cool. Just me and you. We're free no matter the cost. Nobody's gonna be cold. Everything we seek will come. Diamonds will find all the lost while we were searching for stones. Coming back to find us. love's gone.
I'm Nifemi Oguntoye, news anchor with TVC News.
My day is usually busy and it's difficult keeping up with breaking news stories, trending stories, business news, stock exchange and what have you. But with TVC News on WhatsApp, I'm able to catch up with all the breaking news, real-time updates and trending stories on the go, right on my phone, no matter where I am. It's quick, easy and always on. And here you can join us by scanning the QR code or using the link on our X and Instagram. Why wait? Come to the side of news that keeps you ahead. TVC News, first with breaking news.
TVC Communications, Nigeria's leading independent broadcast company, has been officially designated as a great place to work. Over the past 3 years, we have transformed our workplace into one which is respectful, caring, rewarding, and provides great benefits to all our 500 employees. We thank our team for giving us the chance to show that partnership between employer and employee really works. TVC Communications, officially designated as a great place to work, and now the only broadcasting and media company not just in Nigeria but throughout continental Africa to be fully certified. TVC Communications, a great Nigerian company, a great Nigerian place to work.
Listen, sometimes quick is better than subtle.
For centuries, I've watched you fight to protect humanity while forsaking your own kind. I will destroy you and everything you stand for with a power you can't even imagine yet.
Who is she?
She is the first of the immortals. She knows your histories, your relationships. I am scared of what she is capable of.
Booker, how do I find her? You and your friends don't have much time left.
Do you think she knows that I've lost my immortality?
The thing that lives forever.
We're playing right into her hands. I don't have a choice.
One day you'll understand. Every minute is a step towards death.
Charlize Theron, Uma Thurman in the same movie. It's Old Guard 2. I'm excited about this one. Very excited. Very excited about this one.
Charlize Theron and her crew of immortals.
Yeah, exactly.
Back. And after Kill Bill, it is so refreshing to see Uma Thurman back in our screens. And Henry Golding, I'm very proud. He's taking on an action role. I mean, it's beautiful.
Did you see the first Old Guard?
No,
Oh, so it's a story. It's a story of immortals who have lived through time. So they became and they've been fighting evil for a very long time. And and then they had a new person join them. And all of that. So I love the premise. That kind of, and then it was cool action and it has those elements of mysticism in it, and so that's why I love it. I would recommend it.
I think I've come to enjoy movies where the major character, the main character, is a lady who is trying to fight against different issues and all. So yeah, I can't wait to see this one. I can tell that the action also will be super packed.
It will be.
Yes,
I'm ready for this one.
I think after the one, there's this movie I'm trying to remember, the one with Vin Diesel in it.
Fast and Furious. She was in Fast and Furious.
Oh yes. So seeing her in Fast and Furious, with her action, she did the old guard before you know her role in the Fast and Furious. It's Charlize Theron. She ages through time.
She is. A beautiful lady.
Looking forward to Old
Beautiful,
God.
beautiful.
Gonna
All
watch
right.
it.
So now this trailer here is, before it came out, we knew it was going to be the biggest trailer in the world.
Yeah.
It's a game trailer, but this game now like movie. Grand Theft Auto is the biggest game series ever. Right now, this game is coming out next year.
Yes.
But they released the second trailer out of the blues, and man, the noise, like this is the kind of trailer that you see in 24 hours, 140 million views.
I think it has also become a trend or a thing where people now get to say different things are happening before GTA 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody now says it now.
Exactly.
So
we had a new pope before GTA 6.
You had a new pope before GTA 6.
We had this before GTA 6.
You have a new car before GTA 6.
Let's listen to a little bit of it. It's amazing.
Why
it's
did it
amazing.
take forever?
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Let's feel a little bit of a trailer for Grand Theft Auto.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
We happened to be at the same party.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay.
I remember in the time
The new beginnings.
You break the news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shots, baby!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this, we're doing it right.
Yo, D, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything. Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
You and me, Lou. We got this.
We got it.
Say my city, baby! My city, baby!
Come to Fields Ammunition today. We got more guns than the law allows.
Why licking your lips?
You know, I'm a very big fan of the series.
The
from
GTA.
Vice City to San Andreas.
Yeah.
If you have like PlayStation 2, you know that's where the famous "Here we go again" came from
Definitely,
as well.
definitely.
So I'm super excited with how much work they have put into this.
Do you think it's too violent? I mean, someone mentioned that that's why America as a society,
yes, they give
gun
you
violence
points.
is
They
just
give you
so
points
much.
for killing the police.
Yeah.
Yes.
They give you points for killing the police. That is
it's too violent. I mean, at what age should kids be able to watch?
Oh, definitely.
This,
This is 18 plus, yeah. And
not even at
16 actually.
No, 16.
Even at 16 plus, it's still a little bit aggressive. But then again, I mean, Grand Auto Theft has been here for so many years.
so long.
It has transcended a lot of generations.
It has.
And still will. So
You're right. You're right. But you do have a point. You do have a point. And like you said, the kind of things that happen there, you are fighting against the police and all of that. And see, you actually do have a point. You do.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the trailer for Squid Game. Squid Game will be out next month. Yeah, the final season.
Yes, it is the final season.
Yeah, this is not us now. This one is ending. It's ending this season. With this one. I know.
Has just been collecting straight bullets.
Anyhow. Squid Game season 3. This was a phenomenon when it came out, and
Ellen isn't a fan. She isn't a fan of the second season.
No. I enjoyed season 1.
The first one,
No,
yes.
I enjoyed season 1. I mean, we talked about it endless times.
Yeah,
we talked
did.
about
We
it
did.
so many times on the show. I mean,
We
but
did.
season 2 was such a disappointment in terms of its expectations.
It's hard to beat. I get you.
And
It's hard
we
to beat.
actually predicted.
Yeah, season 1 it came out. It was out of the
Right.
blue. I've never seen anything like this. You're playing childhood games and people
Right
actually
after
dying.
the pandemic.
So so it was just this something very new, fresh.
Right.
But when I say, okay, what can they do? It's hard to better such a wonderful experience. It's hard. I liked it, but I can understand you can't say it was at the standard of season 1.
No, absolutely. The reason why I loved season 2 was because I enjoyed the idea behind the storytelling here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
someone wants to go back into the game and then he has some crazy plans, but he isn't thinking this thing through, and then the plans now fail. So I think it's just but I want to know how they end it, because to me, instead of doing a season 3, it should have just been a complete season 2. Just end the whole thing.
Just end it. It's like they split it. That's actually how they did
so
it.
it's not like season 2B.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, that it was season 2, part B of season 2. It's not actually season 3.
Yeah.
But like I said, I fingers crossed on season 3. I couldn't even finish watching season 2.
No, you should. The last 2 episodes of the season.
That's how disappointed. That's how disappointed I was, because I was like, no, and I slept off.
Okay.
Like, I dozed off.
We're looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Yes, I am. All right. Foundation is up next. Season 3 of Foundation. It's sci-fi. It's future and all of that. And it's a great series. Of course, my producer picked up this one. And Foundation, you love it, on Apple TV. The final season 3. Let's take a look at the trailer from Foundation season 3.
Ooh.
World is upon us. And at the center of it is the mule. He will destroy everything.
I see something I like. I take it.
Kiss the boy, gentlemen. It's worse than you know.
If we fail, humanity will be lost forever. We act or we lose.
I think as a movie industry here, Nollywood needs to learn how to cut trailers. I mean, look at what they did with sound and clips. It'll just be words, the voice of somebody, and then they just... Then you hear something. They do it over and over again, but they still get you. They still get you, and that's why...
I mean, it's gripping, actually. And then I can see elements of Star Trek and Lord of the Rings. Infused in it. I think so far this year, Hollywood movies have been quite a disappointment, I'll say. The expectations have been very high. Last year also, they didn't really release any great movie that got us like, yes, this was a really good one.
Yeah, but you could say so. Yeah. This year though,
we'll see.
I mean,
the year has not ended yet.
There's Sinners, there's
that was a good movie.
There's Thunderbolt, the new Avengers, and there's Fantastic Four expected.
So that's coming as well.
It's a blockbusters all over.
Okay.
But this is sci-fi Foundation, and for those of you who love futuristic movies and all of that, sci-fi, future, and all of that. Yeah, I love it. You love this one. Motherbots. We're taking this trailer before, but I don't know why Olamide insisted I wanted to see Motherbots, because it's quite exciting. Yeah. Let's take a look at it. AI and all of that taking over everything. Yeah. Would you have an AI robot taking care of things in the house?
No, I won't.
No.
These guys.
When you watch movies like Megan,
iRobot alone.
iRobots too.
Okay.
Okay,
let's take a little bit of a trailer of Motherbots.
But now that I've hacked my programming, I can do whatever I want, as long as they don't find out.
Now, let's talk security. We need you to select a sec unit to take on the mission. This is the newest model available. That's the one behind it. That's a refurbished model.
Oh, look at that piece of crap. Oh, wait, that's me.
Which one's the least expensive? That one, but you get what you pay for.
True.
Wouldn't be so creepy if it didn't stand so still. Shh, you can hear us. I can't.
I could. I just didn't care. I was watching the entertainment channels on the company's satellites. I've watched 7,532 hours of content. Shows like The Rise and Fall of Sanctuary Moon.
Did you sleep with that bot? Stars, Captain.
Oh, what now? Run! Stay calm. It'll be okay.
I didn't know it has a face.
Yeah, it's kind of a sweet face.
Stop staring at me.
I wasn't. Stop staring at me.
I have been noticing some anomalies with the sec unit.
Uh-oh.
And when I plugged into its system, the unit was already rogue.
It calls itself Murderbot. How's private?
It's a killing machine.
Murderbot? Can you stop calling it Murderbot? It's terrifying.
You know what I mean? That's what it calls itself, so I am just being respectful.
Do you think we can trust it?
It seems like it's going through something.
Eye contact.
What the hell? You could have killed me.
There was a chance, yes.
Well, MM and Edgar have said that they will not have a robot AI doing stuff. I don't know if Gemma would. Gemma, would you have a robot at home or something, helping with the chores?
Or even
cleaning
helping
the
with
house?
the band?
No. I'd like to leave the
human
artificial intelligence out of the music. We have enough of that. But for the choice, yes. Yes.
Okay. You can tell that Gemma is not a troll person. She's like, yeah, definitely. Welcome to the kitchen, Gemma. Chef Okpe has made for you this morning her own signature style French toast. And quickly tell us the magic you have created here while Gemma has a taste of it with the Zobo cherry sauce.
Zobo berry sauce.
Zobo
berry sauce.
Berry sauce.
Okay.
Interesting.
So tell us what you have in here.
Okay, so we have the French toast.
So please enjoy, Gemma. So while you are, savoring all the flavors in your mouth, she's taking us through everything she put together.
Yes. Okay. So we have a sweet, savory breakfast.
Okay.
Because
Sweet
and savory. Because I don't think a lot of people would want something just sweet for breakfast. That's why the choice of bread was sourdough. Sourdough is known to have that tang and, not so much sugar.
Right.
So we have the berry sauce. This is quite sweet. This is where most of the sweetness is coming from. This berry sauce.
But if it's a berry, isn't there something of a tang too?
Tang also, but it's going to be balanced. Trust me.
Okay.
That's why we have scrambled eggs and some bacon to pair.
That's a marriage.
You should just have everything
It's
together.
a marriage made in heaven in your mouth, because everything just comes together.
This is
that looks good.
Bacon. And that is the scrambled egg.
This feels like a fine dining experience right here.
It certainly sounds.
All right, Gemma.
Yeah.
I'm shy.
All right. Wonderful, lovely. It's been a wonderful show. This one is from Miles. This is Miles. We're signing out. It's been a wonderful week. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Have a great weekend.
What do you think? Bye-bye.